Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. I don't actually know what the most powerful weapons are now with riposts after the post patched the Hornet Rings. I haven't played enough to really understand. I wish I had the faster knives. The faster knives would be really useful here. I wonder what blocking's like on that last phase. Not that it's ever something you'll see me do all that often. But everybody needs a little help sometimes. I don't know what's happening, but I'm confused. I'm surprised I'm alive. Look at the speed. It's tricky. Oh, interesting. Cool. Great. It's not what I wanted, but it's what I got, so it's what we deal with. I'm going to do 2 hits because last time I tried to do more, she got armor. That's not what I thought she would do. That's a waste of fucking time when you give him a massive, invincible, super speedy backdash. This ain't Street Fighter 4. What if I stand here? Can she, My logic was, she would have to break the furniture to hit me. So here's how I would have done this. I would have had the first 2 fights the same. Then when you kill the father and the daughter, I would have had the spirit elevate the body into the tower that doesn't exist, even though there should be a tower, because you should always end at a high point. That's kind of what you build towards in narrative tools. The body would ascend up into like a belfry, and then we would do another little bit of an area, climbing up claustrophobic, you know, vaulted walkways. A little bit like that area with those heavy guys that I tried to poison and it didn't really work. And then at the top there should be an arena where you fight the final 4. And then you just have to do 2 in a row, and then you get the break, and then you do the final one, which is tricky and awkward and hard, and boom. Fun. Doing them all in a row is not fun. Unless you're a masochist. It's the shit that people do afterwards. I don't know how that's difficult to understand. But then again, all they want is... It's hard! It's such a hard game! Hard game! Because that's all people give a fuck about nowadays, because they're idiots. Here she comes. Interesting, you can use the sound there to predict the scythe. That's the weird grab. That's a back up. You've got a knife in your face, you daft cow. Look at the sweep! She might as well just fucking swing behind her! Bullshit. Stupid game. We'll give her a 360-degree swipe with a pole twice the size of her. There's a fucking kick, because that's exactly what I wanted. I saw where you landed, bitch. Come on. Get out of my face, you sack of bastards. .373, not so bad, I guess. If this move was not in this game, this would be way harder, so God bless Dark Souls 2. Or bless it with whatever. Is that going to hit me twice? I think it is. I got very lucky then. Wow, is that an interesting move. Not only does it do some severe damage and it sweeps, but it's also way fairer than you would think it would be given that kind of attack. He's doing it again, by the way. I don't think he should be able to sweep it. I think it's fair enough as it is. Bump! Slash Doing it again. Can you please turn, camera? Fuck you. Stupid game. Oh, it works as intended. Just like everything in these fucking games. It didn't hit me, but it didn't help me. He's doing it again. What? Oh my god, what a gift from God. No, it's the North American Marlon Brando lookalike. Association. So you don't have sex with boys? No! Spike. Oh, this guy covers some range. I got a little hairy, if you know what I mean. He does cover some range. That's half the room. That's more than half the room. Look at the floating candles. It's a great touch. It really makes me feel like I'm there. I'm getting a shit pattern here. This is the part where the cool kids blame RNG. It's just Dark Souls, really. I don't know. I don't think RNG cares. Look how slow this game is when it wants to be. I love it. Oh, she's healing finally. I disagree with that, but whatever. She's gonna get off too. Bitch. I think for an enemy that has such good forward momentum, his ability to turn should perhaps be reduced. A little bit like a bull in a china shop, but he seems rather capable to me. It's still way fairer than it could have been, so we need to be grateful. Interesting, she's got two different speeds, and that partially hit me, which is wonderful. Once again, not doing very well here, guys. Here comes the heal. Maybe if I stand here, she'll... Oh, wow, she's here. She went full Witches of Eastwick. You never go full Witches of Eastwick. Nobody knows that. What's he doing? Could have hit him. Why dash forward if you're immediately going to dash back? She's dumb. This guy has incredible weapons. The Scud missile. I get it now. I actually get it. The reason she hit me before when I was backing up is because she has two different follow-ups. One is the slow one that has much better range, and the other one is the one that doesn't have great range at all. And thus is the one you wanted to do. Problem is, you can't tell which one it's going to be because it's fucking Dark Souls. It's the one she wants it to be. Got to kill the boss. Got to slash the child. The big stick. Nice dodge, lady. You're gonna heal. Your dad needs it. I need it, if I'm honest. I could be dead here. Oh, that was way closer than it had any right to be. All because I couldn't get one slash on her because she has Ornstein's backdash. Fuck off. I have no faith in this. I really don't. Am I alive or dead? That would be dead. No, you can't get cheesy. And I love cheesy. Oh, what's happening? What did it... Oh, it's a grab. So that's... it makes a lot more sense now. I wondered why it was so easy to dodge. And I didn't know why I was dodging it without really dodging it. And it's because its detection is not a normal swing. Its detection is one of those weird grabs. And that's why I couldn't counter that other opportunity I tried. Because she was doing a different... Does that have to curve? Why is... I'm just going to stop talking. Everything in this game is designed to be annoying. And I've been around games that aren't that way for a long time. Because I've not been playing this shitty game. So now I come back and it's just annoying. Really annoying. Like, what the fuck was that? That's it. If you don't see a problem with that, there's something wrong with you. The game where everything's faster than you, everything has more range than you, more reach than you, and more attacks than you. And I'm all out of Estus and I didn't even realise. And I'm going to die because you can't punish that because the game is fucking bullshit and it knows it. That was a good finisher by her. I just wanted to see how much damage I could do, which the answer is not much.
Respec into something that hits hard once and then run away. And all I do is run away. Run away from her. Keep good distance. Hopefully dodge all these weird projectiles. And then when she does those super lunging moves, take advantage of them. Because I can't see a good opening in this. Like, I would get so reckless if there was nothing before it, but you can't expect somebody to fight 2 bosses and then be reckless in a 3rd phase. It's fucking stupid. I hate that move so much. Oh, she's behind me. That was a slow one. Any other movement would have been fine, but no, slow one it is. I don't feel like I'm learning her pattern because a lot of her swings are essentially the same swing, just slower or faster. It seems to be the same kind of maneuver, just at an alternate speed, so I don't feel like I'm learning what she does. Some would argue that that's well designed when they're quite close. I don't like it. And you're probably being like, well, Chris, what do you like? You don't seem to like much in this fight. That's because I'm in it. You know, afterwards you can appreciate it a bit more. But when you're trying to do it, I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready for this. It's not what I signed up for, man. It's not what I signed up for. And it's true. Here comes the fire breath. It's too convenient, that move. It really pisses me off. It's breathing fire again. I do like my little antlers. They make me feel like I could win, and I'm almost certain that I'm probably not gonna. That dude's hilarious. Why do I keep going for the woman, even though I'm almost certain it's better to go for him? She's so passive-aggressive in this part. She's like at the back of the room on the message board, sending you, you know, nasty gifs. Look at her. It's more like it. So it is. It's Joseph Fritzl and his daughter. Ugh. Oh, I was not paying attention then. But it's cool because I've been lingering on the ground long enough for them all to come and gangbang me. He's breathing fire. Look how much he turns when he does it. Dynamic AI. Beast. Thanks. This is bad. Yeah. Can't believe I died on the easy phase. That's sad. Okay, that hurt. Yeah, can we just be done with this attempt? Because apparently it's beyond me at this point. Look at the recovery, dude. I threw a fucking knife. I didn't send a telegraph. Is there a telegraph or is it a telegram? I'm old, but I'm not old enough to have used such revolutionary technology. Hello. Kick. That was beautiful. Kick a bitch for real. There is a special part of me that relishes those headshots. Just because this bitch is such a bitch. Now, I don't say that to offend women, I say that to offend her. Cunty McCunterstein. She's gonna hit me that, yeah. You see how she... Look at the knife. You know how she takes a big breath? That's to signify that it's a delayed one, but the difference in the speed is so nominal that it doesn't make a difference. It's competing damage with a full character. Which is never something that's really been intended, I guess. Interesting. That was weird. She's definitely coming. She just hit her dad. It'd be really cool if you could damage him, but I'm almost certain you can't. This again? I heard the shink. I was too slow. I can't even do this now. Wonderful. With Souls games, you like to watch the suffering. You like to feel a kindred spirit in it. And you also like to feel superior, which is just YouTube in a nutshell, isn't it, really? That is so disappointing that whiffs like that. Should just practice doing this, shouldn't I? Getting her in these wonderful chains of stabbiness. Ah, she went invisible. Animation was all fucked up then. See that? I pressed attack so early then. I impregnated my girlfriend. Because I knew she was going to do that. So I wanted to try and preemptively put a move out there. No, she's faster than you anyway. Fuck you. I don't understand why they commit to speed. And yet you're always the slowest thing in the game. It don't make sense. Why is everyone faster than you? Everything in Dark Souls 1 is slower than you, except for like 2 moves. And that's why it was good, because you felt powerful. When everything's faster than you, you have to be fast. That's why Bloodborne works. And then you get to this, and it's just like, well, she's got all the range, all the speed, I might as well stand here and fucking suck my own dick. Maybe then I'll asphyxiate myself on those ribs that are hindering me, and then I'll have to stop playing this annoying fight. So bullshit. This bitch couldn't even hold that stick up. Look how big it is, you're tiny. Realism in video games, it exists, right? I'm not dreaming. I love the conceit of realism, though. It's one of those really funny ones where you're just like, well, who cares? She's gonna stab. She's gonna stab you with a massive scythe. That's what she does. It's her job. That was the spell move without spell on it. I saw it, bitch. I think I didn't see it. That's weird. It looks goofy, that. Get bent. I hope you both die. I hope the blood from you gives him age, because you lived a very libertine life. You took off my chastity belt! Oh god, there's too much spit still coming out here. I can't carry on with this line of thinking. What a horrible family that is, by the way. Poor people. Fuck that guy. Is he dead now? He should be dead now, hopefully. Or if he's not dead, he should be having every type of shampoo poured in his eyes to make sure that when I use it, it doesn't hurt my eyes. Like, he's the guy that should be doing scientific tests to see if we can get men pregnant by, like, putting ovaries and shit inside men, adding wombs and stuff where wombs should not be. Essentially Junior from the Arnie film, only with a monster instead of a majestic pillar of a man. He does turn rather well, doesn't he? Must be said. Turns rather well. He's breathing fire now, too. This doesn't feel like I'm learning much. Daddy's coming. Do you know why that's ironic? Because every single other time, he wouldn't have done that move then. But because it's an opportunity for me to do well, he did that move. I expected the combo of ground pounding, but instead he just doused me in fire. There's no reason for this, you know. The DLC is short. How do we make up for that? Because we didn't build enough. Oh, well, 3 bosses in a row. Yeah, 3 bosses in a row. That's not stupid. Only it is stupid. And you should feel bad for being stupid. Thanks. Interesting. Slow one again. Look at it. You can't preempt these parries at all because she has slow moves. It's clever. It's very clever, but it's frustrating. But it's souring my feelings on the DLC now. Like the other boss is a bad boss because of performance, but everything else is kind of okay. It's not the fairest of bosses, but bosses aren't meant to be fair. That's the reason they're bosses. It's easy to not have a problem with it. This is just boring. And there's one way to beat me in anything. It's to bore me. It's just sad, because the components are fine. Components are kind of cool. How do you do something so right and then fuck it up by just one choice? What if... That's a cool move, that. I like that. That's the slow one. That's why I took it in the mouth. Because I'm good at that. Taking things in the mouth. Hey, hey, hey. Behind me, okay. So if I stand here, can I get her to smash some shit? Yes, I can. It's cool, that, because the smashing of the shit gives away where she is, so you can kind of preempt it. I like that. It's a decent strategy. Oh my god. It's breathing fire. Of course he is. Let's test the theory then, shall we? Oh no, she's backing him up with the frost. Wow. Maybe he's not the weak link, or maybe I just got unfortunate.
There's only one fight that's done that well, in my opinion, and it's Ornstein and Smough. Because it's meant to be a rite of passage in a lot of ways. And if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be as memorable. Because you think it's done, and then the torture continues, and it's legitimately difficult. Unlike this, which is feasibly really simple, but it's so fucking long, the mistakes cost so much. And then you have moments like this, where you can have really good patterns, and everything is easy. But it doesn't always work that way. You know? I wish it did. But that's why I like checkpoints, because I don't have to wish it did then. I can just get on with the bit that's killed me. Pop up, pop up, pop up. Like, the explosion there could be faster. It could start at the top rather than at the bottom. There's a lot of things you can do with that make it feel less like horse shit, I think. Look how long that was that time. Why was that breath much longer? Rocking low on that stamina just a touch. Here we go. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Attack me, attack me, attack me, attack me, bitch! Fuck you. Is he breathing again? No, he's banging. Look at that! That I don't agree with. Boomer turning the pot, dickhead. Why could this be last? It would be so much better last. I can't believe the dab still nearly hit me then. Fuck you. Prick. Because you know what's funny about Souls game? Let's face it, right? They're done at the moment. They're done until the next logical iteration happens. I think we can all accept that that's just how it is at this particular moment. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think they've had a good life, and I think they've done a lot of good things. But every single one has upped the ante a certain amount. You notice? Dark Souls 1 had a mixture of a lot of things. Dark Souls 3 had a mixture of a lot of things, but added primarily to gankiness, added a lot of gank bosses, situations like that, complemented by multiple numbers. Look at the Ruin Sentinels. The Ruin Sentinels essentially created what we're facing right now. This idea of this kind of situation was invented in that game, and then compounded by other features of that game. Oh, I kicked the bitch. That was funny. Then we get to Dark Souls 3, and instead of like major gank fights, which they still have, and they're still present and strong, they've done this double boss life bar thing. So where does it go next? You know? When the next Soul games comes out, do we fight 5 bosses in a row? Is it 3 sets of 2 bosses? Like, it just gets more and more arbitrary, until it gets to the point where you fight 50 bosses in a row on no bonfire. Like, you die and it snaps your disc. You die and it stabs your mum. Like, what is the dividing line here? Because, like, Bloodborne, oh, Bloodborne's super aggressive, they're constantly swinging, they're constantly super fast, everything has wicked range and is super fast. And then you come to Dark Souls 3 and it's like, everything is constantly swinging and has massive range. Like, what is this, Dark Souls 3 or more Bloodborne? And it's funny, isn't it? Because it was the stylistic choices that made people compare this to Bloodborne, but mechanically, it was way closer with the way that the things that you fought behaved. Which is why there are a lot of people that were disappointed, because they feel like Dark Souls lost a lot of its identity because it is so fast. And a lot of people like the speed. I'm gonna die here. Look at this, dude. That's when this boss fight's scary. When that shit sinks up like that. So perfect. Is he breathing fire? Of course he is. No more could Carla get her trunk in her anus than we could lick our balls. But where does it go? Where would the next one be? Because I don't think I want to see it if this is the trend that we're in at the moment. And I like the double bosses. I think the Solar Cinder's great, and I think the Nameless King is great too. I also really enjoy the Abyss guys. But if I would ask for one thing, it would not have been an additional boss in those gauntlets. Yeah, he's weak on that angle. She's healing again. It just wouldn't have been that. I wish I could say something more interesting. I just don't have it in me. This is the antithesis of how you design a game for me. And this game isn't for me, you know? Dark Souls is for me. Dark Souls 3 is an amazing game and I love it a lot. But it's Dark Souls 1 that's my baby. I'm going to get 2 and I'm going to get art, I think. That seems like a good idea. I might run away from that one. She's gone invisible, which means she's going to do the ground... Oh, jumped over me. Just get out of the beam of this and we should be okay. Interesting spread though, hasn't it? Oh, she's there. Shit. I'm gonna get fucking two-pieced by slowdown and bullshit. That was wonderful. Oh my god, don't go nuts. Please don't go nuts, crazy boss. She's doing it. She's going fucking nuts. It's the slow, that's the thing. They're kind of slow, they're kind of misleading in a few ways. Look at... Whoa. Get out of it! That was scary! Does she do none of the enders when you don't entertain her? Oh, shotgun. Slow and easy wins the incredibly long and completely unnecessary fucking fight. Doesn't have that much range, that either. I like that. She's still there? No, she's there. I apologise, guys, this is not the most interesting thing. But fuck if this isn't ridiculous. In my opinion, anyway. I don't do 3 bosses in a row. I'm not that guy. I'm not the person doing Eternal Phantasm on fucking Ninja Gaiden. You know, I'm not the guy who does the Bloody Palace for the enjoyment of it. I do it to say I've done it. Because I don't like long format endurance runs of anything. It's not my bag. You dig? And this is just cowardly enough to get this done, maybe. But look at that. Isn't that the ultimate bullshit? Oh, she blinked. I don't know why. Because it's a move that 100% leads you into believing that you can hurt her, and you cannot. I don't like that. To me, it's not fair. It's very disingenuous. And the only thing I've got in life is my word and my balls. And I don't break them for nobody. Maybe I'll break them for this bitch. Oh, hello. I do say, have you seen the new Game of Thrones? No, you don't watch Game of Thrones? What's that? You're a what's that called? Westworld fan? Oh no, that will not do. Can we not watch both, guys? Does it have to be one or the other? Can you not enjoy your dramas any other way? Here she comes. God, I love the dodge in this game. That was really bad. If you want to know what bad looks like, you just saw it. And you're about to see more of it, as she's got more moves than fucking Shaft. I think she doesn't like the way I'm fighting her, you know. Good, cunt. Hope you burn in the fire of your dad's body. Well, I did one. Dirty bitch. Oh, that's dangerous, that one. Here we go, keep doing it. Oh, get out of it. I was itching my face, if you're wondering, guys. I'm an itchy man when it comes to fighting bosses. Am I getting one hit and then the second hit's being iframed? Please don't say that's true. God, that's like a fucking Seth mix-up, that. Not a fan. There she is. Yeah, that worked exactly as intended. I'm a little bit high on the old chesty frostiness. I don't like this. I don't like you at all. I'm probably never going to learn this boss too, and it's a fucking shame, because it's cool. But I hate it, because I hate what I have to do to get here. It's the same with the Frigid Expanse. Here's a confession, guys. I never beat those two wolf things. Two tiger things. Whatever it was. Oh, I could have hit her then. Never got to them. Oh, did I get to him? I don't know. I didn't like him, so I probably didn't get to him. And it was just because of that area before it. And I don't feel bad that I never did it. It doesn't bother me, because that's how much I just didn't enjoy it. And to me, if you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? Of course, enjoyment is incredibly subjective, and there's people that probably love that fight. You're just not looking at one of them. She's getting a little one move kind of gal right now. I can't wait, if it even happens, which I don't expect it will, to learn this shit. There's so much coolness here. Maybe she'll be in the Chalice Castles that never existed, but do so in my mind. Oh, get out of that. Like, you know, if you had a bow or something, you could fuck this boss up. Like, she's fucking me up. Oh my god, that was wonky! That was super wonky! I could do it with a dagger. But the moment I say shit like that is the moment I die. Maybe not. GG, bitch. Fuck you, game. I'm sorry. I can't feel good about either of these fights. I just can't. Let's just say this, guys. If I'd have reviewed this for IGN, my criticisms of this DLC would not have been that the bosses were too similar. Just wouldn't have been that. I get the feeling, I really do, and I'm curious if any of you agree. Maybe I'm just really, really pissed right now because of what we've just had to go through. And I am, don't get me wrong. I don't feel mad, but I know I'm mad because it's upset me in a way that's, you know, I should really grow a penis, shouldn't I, instead of this majestic vagina that I keep so exquisitely pruned. I just don't think either of these fights are what I wanted. And I don't think this one particularly. I think the reason this is 3 bosses in a row is because they did not have enough time or enough work done to facilitate this DLC. If this boss was just like 1 fight, or just 2 fights, or if there was a checkpoint between each of them, this DLC would probably be like 6 hours long. If you're using a good build, you can probably come here and wreck it in 3 hours. I have good weapons, but my build is shit. I've got a decent amount of life, so it's not a massive struggle, but I didn't exactly demolish this DLC. But at the same time, you really can if you come here prepared for it, and the majority of players do that. They come here really prepared for it. And I think this is an attempt of inflation to compensate for a lacking amount of areas. Because let's think right now, whereabouts do you think we are in this game as a whole of what we've explored? I would say that we're just before the clock tower area of the old hunters. I would say we're in or around there, maybe at Maria, maybe not quite there. I would say that we've achieved about that amount of stuff. Because if you think, the areas that we've been through, they seem really long, don't they? They seem really vast. But I was taking my time, I was looking in corners, I was killing enemies, I was getting killed a few times, I was, you know, being silly and looking at stuff. If I were to sprint through those areas, I would argue that they would be just as short as anything in the old hunters. So that's the question, guys, as I end this video. Do you think this boss fight is a repercussion of realising that they didn't quite have the amount of content that they thought they would have for this DLC? Or do you think that this shows signs that it's been scalped away to make the other one look loftier?